Hello, 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 beautiful lights, and welcome to Agape Tarot. This is going to be for pile number 1. If you chose the rose quartz, we're going to ring the lucky bell. Rose quartz actually helps with self-love and romance, romantic type of love. But, you know, I have to say, especially when we've come to a certain point in our life, and say you have not had a relationship in a while, or one that has truly been a deep connection, that's usually an indication that we need to develop something that we have not developed before in life, and that is that self-love, that unconditional love of self. And it's not the superficial type of love where we can just say, I love myself. It is that true love of self. So we're going to see what the rose quartz is going to bring those who pick pile number 1, the rose quartz. And I try to put on some of the rings that I make. So whether you're a tarot reader, you're just, watching the channel, or you are someone who is interested in crystals, I have the purple selenite, I have lapis lazuli, we have multiple stones, and this does have the citrine in it, the clear quartz, and this is rose quartz. Figured we will wear the stones we're going to be reading for today. So I need to share a little bit more about myself and what I do. I am a creator of many things. I am highly intuitive. I'm going to start doing some little shorts and just kind of going over my daily activities and things that I come across. Like yesterday, I went to the dentist and I sat across the room from a couple, and I instantly got drawn to this woman, and I'm like, she's pregnant, it's a girl. And I didn't see that she was pregnant. She didn't look pregnant. She didn't have that hard bubble, it just, and she was not by any means heavy, but spirit kept pushing and pushing. And finally, I rubbed my stomach when I seen her looking over, and I'm like, "You pregnant? You having a little girl?" And her and her husband looked at me, and they're like, "Yes." And I have a thing about seeing when people are not well. And I seen that on her, and I felt she was not getting enough nutrients that the baby was taking, and whether she was taking prenatals or not, she needed more. And I said, honey, you don't look right. You need more nutrients, the baby. And that's when they started really looking at each other and laughing and like, oh my God, is this like really happening? And she looked at me and she said, I'm getting a blood transfusion next week. Now, she also did say she was having her baby in 2 weeks. I could not see that she was pregnant. It was crazy. I'm like, she must have been very, very thin or something before her pregnancy. But like I said, it didn't have that total bubble like somebody who's pregnant. And I do try to be careful of people's feelings. I'm not always 100% accurate, and I would not want to offend somebody by suggesting that maybe they looked pregnant if they were not. But my hesitation came because I didn't see that she was pregnant, and then I didn't, she had a little bit of a tummy, but not rounded, not hard. And I was like, oh, she might be insecure about her weight and having that little bit of extra tummy fat. So, but Spirit kept nagging and nagging, and finally, and it just confirms. And, I just want to say, every single one of us has this ability. You just have to tap into it. And I believe that tapping into that comes with this unconditional love. When we come to that place where there is no judgment, there is no things set in stone, we free our mind to actually remember who we really are. And we are creative beings. We are so powerful and so intuitive. So let's go ahead and get some cards on this and see what is going on in your love life. What can you expect? So I think I'm going to start doing like a little blog every time I do things like that, and I do them quite often when I'm out in public. That also can help you to read better, trusting that intuition, trusting yourself. Ooh, we have the Hermit. Just like I said, I think for a lot of you, you have been keeping to yourself, but going within, finding yourself, finding your own, love for self. Five of Cups, those are the relationships that didn't work out. But when I see Two of Cups is about, loving oneself, coming home to that self-love. Sometimes I read that card that way. It just depends on the contents that it comes out. But I also feel that this Two of Cups represents, okay, so things didn't work out. There is an opportunity here for love again. Absolutely. We got the Page of Swords. We are looking at the lessons we have learned from the past, from those 3 spilt cups. And knowledge is powerful. It's so we don't make those same mistakes again. It's also the learning of how to love yourself unconditionally. We got the 6 of Cups. This is reviewing the past relationships and love, and this is also, to me, someone who has grown to where they are able to reconcile that past, forgive themselves, and to move forward in a more balanced state of being, where we're not over giving, we're not under giving, but we're very balanced in how much we're willing to sacrifice ourselves for another. Because we're not here to sacrifice and be put on the cross. We're here to live out an experience of love of self and others equally, to ourselves and to others. Ooh. So we have the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like you feel you're doing fine on your own, and that maybe you don't want this. Excuse me. Maybe you don't want love. Maybe you've gotten to a place in your life where you're so settled in, you don't know how you could create room or time for another, but it is balance. Maybe it's fear that I'll go back to old ways and forget myself again. I felt that one before I even grabbed it. Yeah, you have all the tools. You have all the tools. You've learned the lessons. Don't fear this. We need everything. We need everything in life to be balanced, right? We need learning. We need to move and take action. We need material things, but we also need love as well. There's the balance. We need that balance of all things to be truly happy. So you may think you are truly happy being on your own. Some, maybe you're getting love from friends and family and don't need a partnership, and that's okay. As long as you are incorporating love of self and with others in your repertoire here, your little toolbox of tricks, or energy. Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. And we see that is not a female face on here. There is a male. This is the sun, the masculine energy. Queen of Pentacles, they work hard. They work hard, they're driven. And that's putting someone more in that masculine energy, the Nine of Pentacles, doing it all on their own. Six of Pentacles. It's time to give back, to give and receive love. The moon at the bottom, I feel like some of us try to fool ourselves. Like, yeah, I don't need it. I'm good on my own. But that's like that surface level. Oh, I love myself. Oh, I love myself. I love myself. It's getting to the truth of it. I see a snake here coiled on the moon. And the moon is actually feminine energy, as the sun is masculine. And I feel like somebody is shedding the lie and really seeing the truth. But again, when we want love, we have to take action. We have to use wisdom. We have to be secure within ourselves, that Nine of Pentacles. We're not looking for someone to be our savior or to take care of us, but to share and partake in life and love, the cup. So I am going to use my Whispers of Love to get you a couple cards. And we'll take that bottom one. Okay. So the first one is, love is all around you. There is love everywhere, all the time. Simply acknowledge this truth, the truth, that you are love and you need love in your life. We need to partake in the exchange with the Six of Pentacles of love. I think a lot of us women have gone in that masculine energy. Even survival mode. I will make it on my own. I'm not going to depend on anyone again. Because every time I do, but we are seeing a new transition here. Something is changing, shifting. And I feel that it's coming to that truth, that hermit going within and coming to the truth that, you know, love is an important part of life. The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus back to love. Yes, we have shifted. We have transitioned. We are now willing, able to receive and give love without fear that we're going to lose ourselves. And then we got do something for someone. Give your attention to another. So that's taking that action. You know, you got to get out there to find someone to give that attention to. And this does not mean that we lose ourselves in the process. You know, it makes me think of that saying, where there's a will, there's a way. So if you're thinking, well, how will this fit into my life? Well, just as parents that aren't expecting to get pregnant, maybe they're not in the best position in life, they make the way. They make it work. And it will all come together. That Magician card, it'll all come together and harmonize. Trust. Trust and don't fear the unknown with the Moon card. Because love is coming. Love is coming. So, if you are interested in purchasing any of the rings, I of course have more. I also make pendants with labradorite, hematite, little tree of lives, all kinds of things. You can always message me, and I do private showing where we can video chat and I can show you what I have. Sometimes I do live sales on Facebook, but if you are interested, crystals do amplify our vibration, and each crystal has a vibration. So the rose quartz being love vibration. You know, I have a pendant that I bought before I started making jewelry of rose quartz, and I tell you, it really helped me through my awakening to really focus on how, where I thought I truly unconditionally loved myself, I didn't. But I can say today I do. I can honestly say that I have healthy boundaries now. I can love unconditionally. I always say you can love someone from afar, but don't have to be a part of their life. That's that unconditional love. It doesn't mean that we allow every single person and energies in our, personal aura. It means we can still love them for who they are, because we know now who we are. And we are all just light, energy, and love. We get a little wiser as we get older, as far as, choosing. Lessons learned makes you wiser. So trust that you got this. Step out of that comfort zone and go for it. There's so many people alone today that I hear they're so lonely and they're looking. Well, why isn't everybody finding each other then? Are we being too specific? Because love is love. Don't matter who you are, what color you are, what creed you are, whatever. If somebody treats you good and they're of a higher vibration of love for themselves and for who they're with, that is a good person. That is someone you want to be with. So, I feel like we need to open our minds a little bit more and not have too many restrictions as far as who we choose, because it just makes me wonder, why is so many people alone? Now, if they haven't done work on themselves and that energy projects and you feel it, I get it. We want people who are going to match our vibration. So, keep doing, your work and put yourself out there. And I really do believe that you are going to find someone who's going to meet that vibration, that is going to be your yin to your yang, your chocolate to your peanut butter. Trying to think of other matches. Your banana to your cereal, I guess. Anyway, guys, many blessings and good luck. Just know that there is somebody out there for you. You just got to open your heart and let them in. Oh, Spirit's like, look at that card. And yeah, so we have turn your heart light on. Reflect on time When you experience love, because trust me, no matter what relationship you were in, it started off with love. So we need to focus on that beginning part, the beginning parts of those experiences where you felt that love. So I'm going to leave it at that. Guys, many blessings. Blessed be. Peace out. And agape.